Previously on Star Trek Online.
Of looking past our differences to find harmony. You are that leader, Natan.
Thank you for agreeing to assist us. I'm grateful that both the Federation and the Empire have temporarily put aside their differences to help create a new Romulus. Let me brief you on the situation here. We're building a new city at the site where people first landed in this world more than 2,000 years ago, after the Sun War. Our human friends will take the universe and they can feel most at home.
I'd like to introduce myself. I am Sub-Commander Kiana, and I represent certain individuals interested in the future of the Romulus people.
Don't patronize me. I'm Natal Shiar.
And now, the continuation.
Glad you could make it, Ed. We've pinpointed the location of a communications array used by the Tal Shiar. They're using a lot of people to protect it, so it has to be important to their efforts here. Might even be their link to their leaders. Sometimes the best course is the most direct one. If we take out that array, it should strike a major blow against the Tal Shiar here. If we can just get a little breathing room, we can build up the colony enough that they will no longer be a threat to us. Okay. Have our orders. Phasers out, everyone. Incoming.
Picking up reports of intruders in the base.
I'm gonna try and get the jump on him. Check your fire. Don't hit the civilians.
This planet smells. It must be the Klingons.
I'm sure the Klingons will not take offense to that. Don't worry. We're gonna get you out of here. I never get free. Alright, let's see what they're doing here.
Look at those uniforms. You're a disgrace.
Shooter alert! Unauthorized access to communications array detected. Oh, they know we're here. Here they come.
Defending the array is our top priority.
Strategy is before. Surprise!
Look at those uniforms. You're a disgrace. The array is our top
Don't worry.
priority.
Thank you. Head down the paths. You'll be fine. Whoa!
Your continued resistance is forcing me to take direct action. This is regrettable, but your deaths will pave the way to a new Romulan star empire. One controlled by the Tal Shiar.
We'll see about that.
Search the areas for intruders.
Clear? Get the civilians out of here first. I've got you. Don't worry. This appears to be a subspace scattering device. It's somewhat reminiscent of Romulan cloaking technology. This device could account for the fact that this base hasn't shown up on long-range sensors. Alright. Let's download some encrypted files. Disable the generator.
Of intruders in the base.
Admiral, I have decrypted the message we recovered. It appears to be from Colonel Hakiv to Commander Rule. Commander, the darkest hour of the Tal Shiar draws near. The Riemann project is a failure. Even now, forces from Starfleet and the Empire approach our base on Brea 3. Sources indicate that the Empress may take a direct hand in the matter, though I do not know which side she will support. There is no love lost between us. We will fight to the last man, but if Brea 3 falls, the Tal Shiar must survive. We are the last hope of our people. Darkness is coming. We either embrace it or surrender to oblivion. I'm depending on you to continue the work I have started. You no longer risk direct confrontation with Starfleet or the Empire. Use the subspace scattering device to conceal your location as long as possible. Move in shadow. Act with deliberation. Use cat's paws as demons have used us. Remans are drunk on freedom. The remains of our people are shattered and broken, begging for scraps where they should be taking revenge. The Empress serves no one but herself. Tal Shiar is the Empire. We alone remember what it is to be Romulan. I have the utmost confidence in your abilities, Commander. Do not disappoint me. Alright.
Defending the array is our top priority.
You captured Rule? Excellent. We have a lot of questions for him. I know he's not just going to start telling us all his secrets, but any information he reveals will be valuable. There aren't many left in the Tal Shiar with this security clearance. Eve's death hit them hard, and now the survivors are just trying to hold on to the status quo. We're not scared of the Tal Shiar anymore. Without fear, they're powerless.
Picking up reports of intruders in the base.
While we're here,
I've received another recording, and I think it's connected to the prior Tal Shiar one. I'd like for you to follow up and track down any information related to it.
hope you find my other gift. If you are willing, I have more to show you. Go to the pass in the mountains above the staging area. There you will find a shuttle. Use these access codes to view surveillance footage.
Look at those uniforms.
Well, we're here.
You're a disgrace.
The codes work. You should have access to the shuttle's recording systems.
I've visited Deton for the third and final time, Commander. He still worships the Vulcan's memory. He will not see reason. He is only one man, however.
Look at those
If
uniforms.
misfortune were to befall him, perhaps his replacement would be more accommodating.
I have no interest in making martyrs, Sub-Commander. Attacking Deton directly would be yet another distraction from the real issues on this world. In this case, some assistance may be required. You understand the situation? Deton and his people are intractable.
This planet
I need you to show them the error of their ways.
I don't need someone like you to explain things. Do you remember our agreement?
Continue to assist us, and you'll have your pick of the hunting grounds. The best and most powerful trophies will be yours.
I expect something better than that grunting beast by the river.
Of course.
It is done. Starfleet and the Klingons will be our prey. Once they are gone, Deton and his followers will be yours to command.
That's interesting. Amazing. How do you think the person helping us got access to Tal Shiar shuttle codes? Shall we submit this recording to headquarters as well?
It smells.
Of course.
It must be the Klingons.
Let's see where they need us next. We received a message from a science team exploring a series of caves here in the Pathos crater area. They seem to be having some trouble, and now one of the scientists is missing. Maybe nothing, but I'd feel better if we had a trained team check it out. Please find the science team leader in the overgrown caves. He should be able to tell you more. Alright. Check the map here real quick. Looks like it's just right down this path. Alright. Move. Tal Shiar agents. Take him out. Tuku, be you prepared to take on any Hirogen. Look for any cloaking fields. Straight down this way. Hello, friend. Gotta say, it's quite a view. Enough admiring the view. Double time. Corrosion! Let's bring out a seeker drone. You seem friendly. Find us. At least they have friendly natives. This must be the crater. I see a base camp up ahead. Let's go ahead and activate the transport system. Must be the cave over here. Contact the crossfield. Have the away team standing by.
I'm very glad you could take time to assist us. We've been having some strange occurrences lately. Noises we can't identify are being heard deep in the caves, and our supplies keep disappearing. One of my scientists volunteered to investigate, and he hasn't returned. Would you be willing to look for him? Any scans you could take when you're in the caves would also be very helpful.
Yes, we will look for him. Bases and tricorders ready. You look interesting. How far do these caves go? More arthropods. Oh. That's interesting. Phaser's out. Looks like a Tholian web. Enemy contacts.
I managed to clear up some of the interference. I am detecting Tholian life signs ahead of your coordinates. Please proceed with caution.
Thank you, Admiral. I don't know what happened. I was taking samples and I was just captured. Get out of here while you still can. Probably more Tholians around. Intruder. Coverage. Location. Deadly force. Tholians seem to be gathering information on the Dawan ruins. They appear to be especially interested in the relationship between the Dawans and the Iconians. That can't be good. It is unusual to see a plane of this type thriving so far underground, Captain. We know that the people who once lived on this planet retreated to caves after some type of environmental disaster. Perhaps they bioengineered plants that could survive underground as food sources. We're still seeing the results of their experiments thousands of years later. That's interesting. See if I can find anything on here. Tholians seem to be collecting extensive data about Dawan technology. They seem to be particularly interested in artifacts related to the gateway technology. That's concerning. I feel like I missed something back here. World? Enemy contacts! Whoa! We're gonna try and shut down the portal. Cover me. Hopefully that'll prevent some backup. Sir, I'm detecting an unusual energy signature from here. It's similar to the rifts of Nakura Prime, but more stable. And we know that the Tholians were trying to harness the rifts as a form of transportation to other dimensions. If I had to guess, I'd say it could be a Tholian transporter. Wouldn't want to try it though. There's no telling where we'd end up. Everyone heal up while you can. I'm glad you were able to find the missing scientist, but I never expected those caves would be overrun with Tholians. We'll be sending more security down to protect the science team, but they're determined to finish their work. Thanks to you, they'll have a chance to do so.
We've received another anonymous message. This time, it's about something going on in one of the old cave systems. Check it out, and report back to me personally. As always, this information is classified.
Tal Shiar aren't our biggest problem. As you've probably seen, Tholians have an interest in this planet too. Go to the cave entrance to the small crater in the forest. Find a Tholian console, use these codes. They have to work. They have to. These Tholian access codes look like they give us a tunnel directly into their main system logs. Accessing now. They work! Are you ready to view the logs? Play it. That's interesting. Wait, does that mean the Tholian attack on the vault is nothing more than a distraction? Also, why are these artifacts so important? Preparing to submit the recording to command now, sir. Let's get out of here. The rest of you beam back. Makoto, you're with me. Let's see where command needs us next. Greetings, Admiral. Titan has formally requested your presence at one of his research facilities in the city of New Romulus. Please report it immediately. Alright. Check. Back in the staging area. Alright, well, take the transporter. I hope they work the kinks out. I assume you're here to attend the meeting with the Tan. That is correct.
I'm grateful for all you've done for our colony. We wouldn't be as far along as we are without your assistance. That's why I wanted you here today, to hear for yourself some of what we found. Doctor?
What we found in our archaeological surveys is that the planet was populated long before our people arrived after the Sundering. We've discovered multiple ruins from that time period that correspond to the few historical records we still have. Most of our data from that era was lost with the homeworld.
And the sword?
I'm ready to confirm that the blade found at the battle site is the sword of the Raptor Star. We don't have a visual record of the sword, but the one we have matches written accounts, and a quantum analysis shows signs of masterwork. Something like this could have only been made by Saharian.
We were right to come here. The sword will become a symbol of our reborn civilization. You were saying there was an earlier culture. What do you know about them?
The oldest ruins we found are approximately 150,000 years old, but I suspect that there may be some even older, based on preliminary findings that are still being analyzed. These people were quite advanced. While the oldest ruins show a culture that was defined by its devotion to a series of deities, later they developed technology, art, even spaceflight. Roughly 150,000 years ago, however, there was some sort of worldwide seismic event. Every volcano on the planet erupted, presumably blocking out the sun. Ambient temperatures dropped dramatically. The radiation count spiked. We're still repairing that damage. The survivors of this cataclysm retreated to caves in the warmest areas of the planet, but they died out soon afterward.
And what caused this event?
We're still working on that. We have found a new site deep underground near an active volcano, but there are massive power spikes unrelated to the magma flow. If there is a source of the seismic instability, it should be there. We would have to send down a team to investigate, though, and it is quite dangerous. I wouldn't send anyone down without an environmental suit. I could go myself, but...
I'm not ready to authorize you to do that, Doctor. Our people have too few scientists left. You and your crew are better equipped and trained for something like this. I know I'm asking a great deal, especially after all the help you've given us already. But your being here shows that my people and yours don't have to be adversaries. Not anymore. Not all Romulans think cooperation like this is possible. I do. Are you willing to see it through to the end?
Looks like it's up to us, sir, and we should prepare a full away team for this assignment. I should also note that we've been given permission to view the security footage from that presentation. Just return to this location and ask one of the security officers. Shall we file a report on these findings? Get it to Starfleet Command as soon as possible. We've detected a power source under Hawaii ruins. The location is a series of lava tubes that lead to an underground volcano, but the energy readings are not geothermic in origin. We need to learn more, but the mineral content of the lava tubes is affecting our sensors, and a probe simply won't be able to do that kind of tests we need. I know it's dangerous, but would you be willing to explore the area? You and your team will need to use environmental suits. The heat and pressure would be too much for anyone but a Tholian. Probably means we'll be running into Tholians. I don't think we even have... Don't. Have ship stores prepare some environmental suits for the away team. How are the ruins? Okay. We're taking the scenic route. certainly won't get tired of the views here. Can't be so easily distracted. Gain some clearance. That'll cut back on the legwork. Go this way. Must be the ruins the doctor was talking about. Tholians! Keep your eyes peeled. I'm gonna go ahead and deploy a drone. Ready? Fire! Right. Everyone get your suits on. Not sure if Frankie's gonna be affected, but head in. Captain, these ruins are ancient, but the markings... These areas would have been built around the time of the Sundering, but the lower levels appear to be much older. I recommend we investigate deeper, see if we can learn more about the structure and its purpose. We'll need to be careful though, there's no telling what's down here. Frankie, the first sign of any trouble, putting you in an environmental suit. These ruins are unusually well preserved, sir. There's not even any dust. They must have been completely sealed until recent seismic activity opened them up again. Admiral, I'm detecting high levels of toxic gases as well as extreme heat ahead. Environmental suits will be required to go further. I believe those containers nearby contain enough suits for the UA team. Appears to be a geological instability here, Admiral. However, I believe that the rock will continue to hold unless exposed to extreme pressure. Keep an eye out for that. Frankie, we're going to take it nice and slow for you. The moment your emitter starts to act up. Seem to be holding up okay. Detecting Thulian life signs up ahead, sir. I don't know they'd be close. Instability looks pretty serious, Admiral. We should send a geology team down here. Let Romulan Command know. Not enough for the Tholians to be comfortable. This is a minor geological instability here, Admiral, but nothing serious. What have we here? Based on the markings and age of the material, this panel is definitely Dawn in origin. It appears to be date from shortly before the cataclysm that made the planet uninhabitable. Looks clear. Rock appears weak here. Suggest we proceed with caution. Another panel describes the rebuilding of the power plant and restoration of the Iconian Gateway. That's a little worrisome. Frankie, is your medical? Looks like I got damaged in that last attack. What have we got here? Although this statue is Dewan, it shows a heavy Iconian influence. Yeah, I was picking up on that. Looks like we got another instability here. Appears to be an ancient power plant. Probably the very one that caused the geological instabilities that plagued this planet. It looks like the Tholians are trying to restart it. If they do, the effects on the colony could be devastating. Clear the room. Console appears to be hold records dating back to hundreds of thousands of years, but is significantly damaged and very fragile. We'll have to send a team to recover it. What about the other one? Appears to be damaged beyond repair. We may be able to salvage some components from it, but that's about it. Alright, let's shut this thing down. Something went wrong during the power plant shutdown sequence. We appear to have initiated a cascading overload. I think I can deal with it remotely, but it'll take some time. Until then, you will have to shut the power between the 4 relays as it increases. If you keep at least 2 relays functional, we'll be able to handle the power escalation. If we only have 1 relay, I don't know if we'll be able to stop the overload. Defend yourselves. Rerouting. Cover me. Two again. Cover me again. Heading for Station 4. Thank God I'm next to this one. Hold together. 5 more seconds. Prevented the power plant from overloading. We got incoming. Captain, we've collected all the data down here we can. Now the Romulan teams can get to work analyzing this to determine exactly what's down here and how we can adapt it to their use. This power plant is massive. If it's safe to use, it should provide almost unlimited amounts of geothermal energy for the entire planet. We won't be able to use it right away, though. As long as Tholians are here, it won't be safe to have anyone down here. Thank you. Now we know more about the area. It will be difficult to push the Tholians out, but now we know they are down there, we can be more careful. Also, we know what they are looking for. Artifacts from the previous civilization. If they're useful to the Tholians, they'll be useful to us. All we have to do is find them first.
New readings have been detected in the underground ruins on New Romulus. We need you to clear a path to the lowest levels and then signal us so the Titan and our scientists can investigate.
I'm reading you loud and clear, Admiral. Head researcher Adrana and I are preparing to make our way to you now. We'll be there soon enough.
I received your signal. Thank you for calling us down. I knew we could count on you.
Sir, I think I found some kind of log or recording.
Can you activate it?
I'm not sure. It has some iconography similar to artifacts found in the Isha Forest Cave. This symbol in particular looks... Is that...
An Iconian gateway? Yes, I believe it is. those recordings?
This can't be right. The first one seems to be 200,000 years old. The second one was recorded 50,000 years after that. And were those things Iconians?
We have a lot of research to do before any of those questions can be answered. This gate is clearly inoperable. Do you believe it could be reactivated?
With time, yes, I believe so. By the elements! Do you know what this means?
It means we have a chance to learn about one of the galaxy's most feared and ancient races. We couldn't have done any of this without you. As amazing as this discovery is, it pales in comparison to what you've done for me and my people. I could never fully or properly express my gratitude for everything you've accomplished since coming to New Romulus. Because of you, the Romulans and Remans truly have a chance at starting a new life. You've helped secure our new home and given us a fighting chance at survival. There are no words that will ever fully express my gratitude. Information discovered from researching this gate will be shared, of course. Some people would be opposed to the releasing of secrets such as these. But time and time again, you have proven that we can all work together. For a brighter future and for a better Romulus, I thank you.